Well, welcome back to the studios. I am Sherman. I am joined by my good friend Howard Ankin from Ankin Law. Now, Howard, you live in Chicago and you think you know the city, correct?
I've been living in Chicago for a long time, Sherm. I hope so.
Downtown, you know all the places to go?
Well, I'm a little older now. I used to know all the places to go.
It's still fine. There's still plenty of places.
I know the, old men places to go now.
Listen, I'm not that far behind you, but we thought we would dive into all of those places. Food, neighborhoods, hidden gems, things like that. So I want to ask you, Howard. Take you away from thinking about court all the time, and you're so busy. But all of these great things, like what is your go-to restaurant that you would recommend to somebody?
What's great about Chicago is the restaurant scene keeps changing all the time, so there's always something new. It's like people who kind of like change their drink every year. It's kind of like, you could change your restaurant that you like going to.
So what's the one that's currently on top? Where's the one that Howard Ankin goes to?
I got to tell you, I've been going as far as steakhouses go. I go to this place now, Adelina Prime. It's on Green Street in Westtown, and that really has a really great vibe to it. My go back to place all the time. There's a diner, S&G. They have the best omelet anywhere in the world, and that seems to be my spot there.
That wins cases. That type of omelet, it wins cases.
It wins cases, and if somebody wants to have a meeting with me outside my office, I like meeting there.
Jake Melnick's. I always like Jake. You ever go over there? You ever been to that place?
I like Jake Melnick's.
It's right on Superior.
Yeah, and it's always a little bit too crowded for me. It's like if I don't hit it right, I can't get in there.
All right, how about this one, Howard Ankin? Deep dish or tavern style pizza?
Well, when it comes to pizza, you can't go wrong. I like them both. I guess over the years, I like the tavern-style pizza for the sole reason that I could eat more in one sitting.
Okay. All right. Well, what kind then? Which place? Is there a certain place that sticks out more? Because I'm kind of the same way. I'm both. I love deep dish, but then I also like tavern-style too.
I have to say, there's this place called Arta Pizza, and they really make the combination. It's just a crispy crust and like the right tanginess of the sauce, and it's just not too much cheese. I really think they do a good job with it.
Pequods? Ever go to Pequods?
I love Pequods, and I think it's awesome. The thing about Pequods is I think you have to eat it in. It's not my favorite for take.
For delivery?
For delivery.
Yeah, when you go there. All right, how about the best hidden gem food spot that like most people don't know about, Howard Ankin?
Well, again, I think S&G is like a totally unknown place.
Yeah. S&G. I love this place. There's Broken English. Have you ever heard of Broken English before? It's right down the street from actually where we're currently at. It's like a Mexican joint. Fantastic. You got to be very careful, though. If you're going to court, do not have the margarita. The margarita, well, you have one. You're done.
I think Broken English used to be on LaSalle Street. They had a location there for a long time pre-COVID.
Yeah, they have two. They have two locations. There's one that's right down the street, and there's another location. How about a favorite place to grab a drink or hang out after work after a long day at court, Howard Ankin?
Oh God, my drinking days are getting behind me now. I got to think about that one very closely.
We always used to go to the Shamrock. Do you know about the Shamrock? It's a hole-in-the-wall place. It's fantastic. They have tots, have tater tots, but it was right across the street from the Merchandise Mart. It's still there. It's a great, just hole-in-the-wall, perfect type bar to go to after work.
I never been to the Shamrock, but that one is like, that's a classic.
Yeah, great Irish place.
I got to tell you, I guess this says a lot about me. I just haven't been out after work to like just get a drink in a long time. I do have to say, though, the Dearborn, which is on the corner of Randolph and Dearborn, seems to be like a very popular place to go after work. And I guess if I've ever gone anywhere recently, it's been to the Dearborn.
See, I think Howard needs you to take him out for a drink. That's what that is right there. He hasn't been out in a long time. He was just hinting, take me out for a drink, a nice stiff drink. All right. What's the most Chicago thing someone must do at least once in the city? Since you live in the city here.
Oh, there's like too many things to do just once if you're in the city. I think you have to go to all the city museums. I think you need to take a boat ride. Doesn't necessarily have to be on Lake Michigan, but the boat ride that you take on the rivers of
Mm.
Chicago, that really gives you like a great perspective of what Chicago is. I think you need to get into the neighborhoods. I think you need to walk around on a Sunday, pick your neighborhood, pick your spot, and just walk around it, I think is another very Chicago thing. Going to, in the summer, any Chicago, like local markets or local festivals, that's iconic Chicago. And then any of the local music things. After all, we're here at your station,
Yeah.
Sherm. But every single station sponsors some type of great music or venue event. And that's also iconic
I, I,
Chicago.
I was going to bring up about the festival thing. Do you still go to a lot of festivals? What's your favorite of the ones, all the ones that happen in the city of Chicago?
I think a classic one for me is the Chicago, is the Old Town Art Fair. Seems to be one that, is a big draw every single year.
You're not crowd surfing at Lollapalooza or anything like that?
I'm a little nervous this year. I have an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old, and all they're talking about already now is they're planning their summer schedule around.
Oh, so
it's getting a little crazy.
You got to go drop them off. Dad, can you get me 4-day passes to Lollapalooza? Come on, Dad. You're an attorney. You got pull.
I don't even know if I'm cool enough to even drop them off anymore.
Your face is everywhere. What are you talking about? You're not cool enough. You're on buses. You're on billboards. You're on every TV station. You're on our show right now. You're everywhere. I think you got pull.
Oh, sure. Just to be a fly on the wall at the Ankin household, to hear it.
See, it's like they're paying me off right now so you can get them tickets. Like, yeah, just keep jabbing that in there. He'll get us some tickets.
They don't need me. They got their mom, and she was like all over it for them.
All right, how about this, Howard Ankin? What's your personal favorite Chicago memory? Like, I know there's a lot, but if you had to narrow one down.
I was just talking about this with my family this past weekend, and I was reminding my dad how we went to the Chicago Auto Show. And we went there together and walked around. I had like the bag of all the different cars that I was filling into like the plastic bag and the giveaways that they give you.
Yeah.
And I was just telling my dad when I was 14 years old, we went to the auto show together, and it was just like such a great memory of mine. And, every February we have this Chicago Auto Show. It's like everything else about Chicago. It's just the yearly thing, that goes on for 40 or 50 years. And it was just something that reminded me of my childhood that just was special to me.
And your dad, you get to hang out with your dad. Was he a car guy? Were you both car guys?
I don't know that we were car guys. It could have been that he could have taken me to a Cubs game or any ball game. But it was just for whatever reason, this auto show, he did a lot of stuff with my dad. I could give you a lot of more examples. But for whatever reason, it was just like a iconic memory of my youth.
What is an interesting place that would surprise people that you love in Chicago? A certain location. You're like, wow, Howard likes that place, huh?
Oh God, you're giving me a thing. I do have to say is probably what would be most surprising is I like seeking out coffee houses.
Okay.
And I can't really I like seeking out coffee houses, and it's not really going back to the same coffee house every time. In the summertime, I try not to work on the weekends, but for 7 months out of the year, I basically work every Sunday. And now that I've been doing this for close to 35 years, I don't enjoy going into my office on a Sunday because it makes the weeks too long for me. So I spend, 5, 6, 7 hours on a Sunday at a coffee house, and it keeps me motivated when I can pick a different spot. So that would probably be surprising to most people.
That's how you are able to do as much as you do. You are everywhere all the time. It's because you're highly caffeinated. That's what it is. You just got a main line of caffeine in Howard Ankin.
I guess, that's true. What would probably be surprising is, though, I really don't like hot coffee. It's I like having iced coffee. and any type of iced coffee. That I don't know. That's what I draw to.
Caffeine doesn't care what temperature it is. They're like, yeah, ingest me. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right, how about this one? Some rapid fire ones. Best hot dog spot, Howard Ankin.
Well, growing up, there was a place called Poochie's. So I have to be honest with
Where's
you.
Poochie's? I'm not familiar.
Poochie's is on Dempster in Skokie.
Okay.
And, most people would be like, come on, you could come up with a great hot dog place. But for me, another thing that may be surprising to people, I'm vegetarian. I haven't had meat in over 15 years. So I haven't had a hot dog. Oh, it's probably 25 years.
No kidding. Where was the last one? Was it at a ball game? What was the last hot dog, or where was it at?
I can't even remember. But I got to tell you, having a hot dog at a ball game, that's really special. And I have to be honest with you, having a hot dog at a Bears game when it's freezing out and they give you that hot dog where it's almost like you could burn your hands when it comes
Yeah.
out of the steamer, and you're like, oh, I love this.
Yes. Yeah. No. How about best must do in winters? I should say. I know we're getting into the warmth, but we're coming out of the cold. What's the best thing to do in Chicago in the winter?
Oh, probably get out of Chicago and go visit somewhere else.
See, Howard's all about Chicago until it gets really cold on vacation. Then you can go somewhere else.
No, I got to say is, going to a Bulls game or a Hawks game, I think that's a really great inside thing to do during the wintertime.
But since it is becoming warmer, lake or river walk, which one is it, Howard Ankin?
Oh, I love walking along the lakefront in the summertime. I used to be a big jogger, and I used to spend, my entire summers just jogging along the lakefront in the summertime. You can't get anything better than that.
See, he doesn't have to do that anymore. Look at him. He's fit. It's all the caffeine running all over the place. He doesn't even need to run anymore because he's everywhere. He's on billboards. He's on TV. He's everywhere. Are you sure you're not? Are you the real Howard Ankin? Or is this like the third generation of clone?
I got to tell you, I probably ran my knee into the ground. I was doing so much running at a different period of time. But now that I'm older, I took up playing tennis when I was 50 years old. I'm now 58. And so I play tennis 3 mornings a week, and I just love it. And then I never really had time for golfing. And then I'm now started golfing. So now I got the golf bug. So now I'm starting my 5th season of golfing. And that takes up my time versus biking or running.
Well, what have we learned about Howard today? We know that he wants to go out for a drink with you. You could probably run into him at any random coffee shop. He's highly caffeinated. He's busy. There's at least 3 of them, 3 Howards, because he's everywhere. And he's a Chicago guy. You've been a Chicago guy. You're here. You're helping everybody that needs help, that they're looking for somebody that can help them out. Maybe they were injured or wherever, and Ankin Law is there to help.
It is. You're talking about drinking, and I keep thinking about that, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, the drinking part for me, it's just, I don't know. I guess I have such a zest for life that it's very hard for me to get up the next morning and do what I need to do if I've had a couple cocktails the night before.
The judge frowns upon that, does he not? If you come to court a little buzzed?
Yeah. So when you're talking about drinking, lately, when people say, what's your drink? I've been drinking this Carajillo, and I'm sure people who are listening to this would be like, I mispronounced it. But they got this alcohol called 43, and they mix it in with the espresso on ice. And it's
that's right up your alley there. Espresso?
Delicious.
Yeah.
But it's the espresso that really just gives it a hit.
Yeah. He's got to come out ripping his shirt off. I'm Howard Ankin. Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Well, you know him. You see him everywhere. Howard Ankin, Ankin Law, injury law made personal. You can call him at 312-6-MILLION, and that's Ankin Law. Howard, thanks for taking time. I know you're very busy. Your time's very precious, so thanks for coming in today, Howard.
And you got all the information about me now, Sherm, so now you know where we can hang out when you got an extra minute.
That's right. We got all this stuff. Now we just need to know your maiden name or your wife's maiden name.
My wife's
yeah, so we get all the passwords then, too.
I'll give you my middle name.
Yeah.
You ready for this? My parents had big expectations for me. My middle name is Hamilton. They named me Howard Hamilton Ankin.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I hope I'm
You should be in politics with that name, Howard Hamilton Ankin.
I'm trying to live up. I'm trying to live up to their expectations of me.
Well, thank you so much, Hamilton Ankin. Howard Hamilton Ankin. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks again, Sean.